Bhagavad Sevaya Bhagavatyuttama Shloke Bhavati Naishtaki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, verse number 2. Please repeat after me. Will be able to repeat, or I should just repeat?
Yes, this one. तो हिंदी में सुनना चाहते हैं पीछे बात आप करें हिंदी में सुनना चाहते हैं पीछे बात
आप में से कितने लोगों को हिंदी नहीं आती है? हाथ उठाइए। हिंदी नहीं आती।
Who does not know Hindi?
So maybe we can have translation in English then.
No, they understand English.
Most of them.
How many of you understand English? Please raise your hand that you understand English. Okay, so what should I speak in Hindi or English?
English.
Please. जिनको बिल्कुल भी इंग्लिश समझ नहीं आता कैसे चलेगा? बाकी सब आगे आ जाए। All others can come in front. Those who understand English. Okay. या थोड़ा शांति रखिए पीछे। Please don't make sound. All of you sit down, please. We don't have time already. We have wasted a lot of time. I came late, so please do not talk. And during the class, no mobiles, please. If you have mobile, keep it on silent. And your mobile also should be on silent. You should not speak. Okay, is that clear?
Yes.
Otherwise, you will be punished. Karma Brahmodbhavam Vidhi. Just I'll chant. I'll just. Karma Brahmodbhavam Vidhi Brahmakshara Samadbhavam Tasmat Sarvagatam Brahma Nityam Yajye Pratishtitam. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Sri Prabhupada Ki Jai. Regulated activities are prescribed in the Vedas, and the Vedas are directly manifested from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Consequently, the all-pervading transcendence is eternally situated in acts of sacrifice. Yagyarthat karma Prabhupada. Yagyart, should I read them that? Or because of the time. Yagyart karma, or the necessity of work for the satisfaction of Krishna only, is more expressly stated in this verse. If we have to work, just let it be. Very good. If we have to work for the satisfaction of the Yagya Purusha, Vishnu, then we must find out the direction of work in Brahman or transcendental Vedas. The Vedas are therefore codes of working direction. Anything performed without the direction of the Veda is called vikarma, or unauthorized sinful work. Therefore, one should always take direction from the Vedas to be saved from the reaction of work, as one has to work in ordinary life by the direction of the state. One similarly has to work in the direction of the supreme state of the Lord. Such direction in the Vedas are directly manifested from the breathing of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is said, Asya Mahato Bhitasya Nishvasitam Etad Yat Rigvedo Yajurveda Samvedo Karvam Lisaha. The four Vedas, namely Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samveda, and Atharva, are all emanation from the breathing of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Lord, being omnipotent, can speak by breathing air, for as it is confirmed in the Brahma Samhita, the Lord has the omnipotence to perform through each of his senses the actions of all other senses. In other words, the Lord can speak through his breathing, and he can impress by his eyes. In fact, it is said that he glanced over material nature and thus fathered all living entities. After creating or impregnating the conditioned souls into the womb of material nature, he gave his direction in the Vedic wisdom as to how such conditioned souls can return home back to Godhead. We should always remember that the conditioned soul in material nature are all eager for material enjoyment. But the Vedic directions are so made that one can satisfy one's perverted desires, then return to Godhead. Having finished his so-called enjoyment, it is chance for the conditioned soul to attain liberation. Therefore, the conditioned soul must try to follow the process of yajna by becoming Krishna conscious. Even those who have not followed the Vedic injunctions may adopt the principles of Krishna consciousness, and that will take the place of performance of Vedic yajnas or karmas. Om Jnana-timirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshakarani Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaurav Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna. Very happy to be here amongst all of you. Seeing all of you smiling. All of you smiling or not smiling? Now they're smiling. When Krishna Katha is there, then you should smile. Krishna is speaking Bhagavad Gita, we should smile. We should be happy. Now in this purport what we read and translation, it is explained that Vedas emanate from Krishna out of his breathing. So in the Shastras, there are various ways given how the Vedas come. So when Varahadev, he appeared and he went into the water and then he was shaking his head and the water was being splashed. That is the time when Vedas came. When Narsingadev came, he roared loudly. That is the time when Vedas came. When Krishna breathes, the Vedas come. When Krishna plays flute, the Vedas come out of this. So what are Vedas? Vedic literature is the desire of Krishna. We should understand why we give importance to Vedic literature. Because Vedic literature are desire of Krishna. Krishna expresses his desire various ways. Number one, he comes to this material world and he expresses his desire, what I want from all of you. Second, he sends acharyas, like Srila Prabhupada came. So he sends acharyas and to express his desire, what I want. So acharyas come and then they propagate the desire of Krishna. And third, the Vedic literature. Krishna, whatever he wants, he has given in the Vedic literature. Many times people think, why the God is not talking to us? Why Krishna is not speaking? He is speaking. We are not hearing. He is speaking through Vedas. Like here, Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, he says, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam raja. He is asking that give up all other kind of duties which you think are important, but loving God or surrendering to God is the most important duty that you do. But then we don't listen. So everything is there in the Vedic literature. And Vedic literature is not just one book. Vedic literature is vast. There are Samhitas, there are Puranas, there are Itihasas, there are Vedas, there are Upanishads. So many things consist of it. And the whole purpose is, like Prabhupada is mentioning here, that the whole purpose is beginning with the word Yagyartha We have heard in the earlier verses, Yagyartha Karmana Nyatra Lokoyam karma bandhanaha. So Yagyartha means for pleasing the Supreme Personality of God. That is called Yagyartha. Yagyartha doesn't mean just to perform sacrifice. Yagyartha means to please the Supreme Personality. This world was created by Brahma not for putting us into illusion, not for making us suffer. What was the reason Brahma created this material world? Because many times we ask, why has Krishna created this material world? He could have kept us in spiritual worlds, right? He has created material world, he has created illusion, he has created suffering. And then we go on suffer in this material world. Why did he create such a bad place? Actually, Brahma, when he created, if you see, before creation, Brahma, when he was born, he did not know anything. And then he heard the word tapaha. So then he performed austerity. And after that, Krishna showed him the spiritual world. Before Brahma started creation, why the spiritual world was shown to Brahma? Because Krishna was instructing Brahma, see, this is the place all these who are there in material world should come. This is what they should do, but they are not doing. So you create a world by which they are forced to come back here. So Brahma has created this world, or Krishna has created this world, so that we can go back home, back to God. That's the only purpose. That's all. No other purpose. No enjoyment. For us, what happens? Bhaktivinoda Thakur, very nicely in a bhajan, he would say that when we were in the womb of the mother, we were all suffering. And then we promised Krishna, please take me out from here. And I promise that once I take birth, I will do your bhakti. That will be my only thing. And then what happens? Very nicely he puts, we take birth and then we forget that we have promised him. And that is why the suffering starts. So very nicely he puts it in this bhajan. Janani jathare chilam jakhana bisham bandhan pashe. So I was in the womb of the mother and I was suffering. Ek baar Prabhu dekha diya mure. You came and then I promised you, please take me out from here. I promise I will perform you. But then Janama hailo podi maya jale. We took birth and then Maya took over. And then we forgot the promise what we had made. We forgot everything. So the purpose of Vedas or purpose of this material world is to bring us back to that position. Back to our own position where we are serving the Supreme Personality of God, where we are serving Lord Krishna. That is our purpose. That is the purpose of this material world. And Prabhupada is saying that Vedas are meant to regulate our life. How to live the life. What to do, what not to do. Karma, vikarma, akarma. So very important things in our life we should understand. That when we are following some activities, we are following some work, we should work as per the Vedic literature. And Vedic literature will be explained to us by Guru. Very simple. Krishna says, in our life, we should give importance to these three things. Sadhu, Guru and Shastra. That's all. So we should become a good disciple. Just 2 days back, I was in Manor and I was hearing a very nice thing, that what kind of disciple you should be. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, we have Tadvidhi Pranipatena Pariprashnena Sevaya Upadekshantite Jnanam Jnaninas Tattva Darshinaha, that when you go to Guru, you should take 3 gifts. It is a rule, the Vedic rule. When you go to Supreme Personality of Godhead, when you go to King, when you go to his representative, when you go to a sadhu, you should never go empty-handed. You should carry something. Right? Whatever. Like earlier the rule was people coming to temple, they'll get some fruit, some vegetables, something for the Lord. So when we go to Guru, what should we carry? Number 1 we should carry is humility. Be very humble in front of Guru. Not that arrogantly you can learn knowledge, right? What has happened in the modern world? Why we are not able to give proper knowledge to the children, to the students? Because the students are not humble. They feel we are paying fees and we are supposed to get the knowledge. This teacher is being paid to give us knowledge. And that is why they never get real knowledge. Knowledge comes when we are humble. When we understand that I am useless, I do not know anything, and my Guru is going to teach me everything. Then you learn. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Guru Mora Murkhamani. My Guru thought I am a fool. So he just said, you just chant Hare Krishna. And just by chanting that, I became mad in love of God. So that's how we present ourselves in front of Guru. So the first gift, humility. Be humble, not arrogant. Oh, Guruji, teach me. I was traveling one time in a train and somebody came, sat next to me and said, yes, kuch bataiye. And I understood, he is not here to learn. He wants to say something. Sometimes it happens that people want to say, वो बोलना चाहते हैं, लेकिन वो पहले आके कहते हैं आप कुछ सुनाइए. So he came, and then if anyone's mobile rings, then we will have prasadam sponsored next time for the next program. Next Friday, prasadam sponsored by whoever mobile rings. Okay, so now be careful. So he personally came and he was sitting and asking me, and I said, anyway, I didn't want to, but because I understood he's not interested. If somebody is interested, I can speak hours. But anyway, since he was insisting, I spoke something to him. So then after hearing, he told me, because he was from some other institution. After hearing, he told me, Swami ji, aap itne buddhiman ho. आप अगर सही जगह होते, you're telling me if you were at the right place, आप अगर सही जगह होते, तो कहाँ से कहाँ पहुँचे? So then I told him, yes, correct. What you are saying is right. अगर हम ISKCON में नहीं होते, तो कहाँ से कहाँ पहुँचे? So people have this no humility. They want to learn, but they actually, when we go to a guru, we want to tell him. This is the mentality of Duryodhana. In the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, this mentality is expressed. Duryodhana, how did he go? He saw Dronacharya, his guru, and how did he go? Raja Vachanam Abravit. He went as a king. And what he did? Pashyatam Pandu Putranam Acharam Mahatim Chamu. He said, look, all these, you have trained them, you have given them training, see what they are doing, they are fighting against you. So it is your mistake. So he went to Guru as a king, he went to Guru to give order, he went to Guru to point out mistake. This is your mistake. That's not the move we go to the Guru. How should we go? The humbleness. Yudhishthira went before the battle. Just after Bhagavad Gita was spoken, everyone saw Yudhishthira started running towards Kauravas. He removed his armor, he removed his shoes, he removed everything, kept his weapons, just started running. Everyone was thinking, what will he do now? He will stop the whole war. And Yudhishthira went and he went to Bhishmadev, paid obeisances, and he said, please give me permission to go to the forest. I'm going. Vishwadev, what do you mean you're going? War is about to start. He said, you have a benediction that you will not die at will. So whenever you wish, then you will die. And unless you die, we are not going to win. So what is the use of fighting? Let me go to the forest right now. Anyway, after that, I'll have to go to forest because we lose the battle. So let me go to the forest now. So Vishwadev understood that sarcastically Yudhishthira was telling him that you are on the wrong side. So Vishwadev said, Yudhishthira, you have come to me. If you would not have come to me, I would have cursed you. But you have come to me, I give you benediction, Vijay. This is the mood, humility. Yudhishthira went to everyone. Yudhishthira went to Dronacharya, Kripacharya, everyone. Paid obeisance and everyone said Vijay Bhava. But to Duryodhana, no one said Vijay. Nowhere it is mentioned that Duryodhana was told by Bhishma or Dronacharya or anyone Vijay Bhava. Why? Because of his arrogant attitude. So first gift we should take is humility. And second gift, inquisitiveness, inquiry. But inquiry of not that how will my business do? Many times people want to say that right now. Swamiji, please tell me whether my business will be good or not, whether I earn money or not. One time somebody in the train, only one person came to me, Panditji, haath dekhte hain. I didn't say anything, but I was thinking next time if somebody asks me, I'll say, yes, dekhte hain. Dikhao. हाथ दिखाएगा मैं मरने वाले हैं. Which is true. गलत तो नहीं कह रहे. अगली बार से कभी हाथ नहीं दिखाएगा. So people go to Guru, just they want some things, some material things. But when we go to Guru, our inquiry should be how I can progress in Krishna consciousness, how I can serve the Lord. This should be our inquiry with the Supreme Person, with the Guru when we go. So, second gift is inquisitiveness, and third gift is service attitude. We go to Guru to serve Guru, not to be served. That's important thing. Duryodhana wanted to be served. So I was hearing just 2 days back that there are 6 kinds of disciples who are not considered very good. So we have good disciples, but we should also understand what we are not going to become. Do we have time?
Yes.
How much time?
We'll go up to 11:15, 11:20.
So we are becoming disciples. We should also know what kind of disciples we should not become. The first kind, there are 6 kinds. The first kind is a bee, honey bee. So honey bee is going different places to different flowers and collects honey. That's first kind of wrong disciple or adhama, low disciple, not very good disciple, a bad disciple. Why? Because honey bee is there and she's going to every places, different flowers. So that's how there are disciples who go to different places. They hear from this place also, they hear from that place also, they hear from that place also, and then make khichdi out of it. Nothing, confusion only. Isn't it? We need to have chastity to parampara. Whichever parampara we are following, we need to have the chastity. Not that we just go anywhere and hear. That only creates confusion in your mind. That if you go on going to different places, hearing from people, different realization, different versions, and then different philosophies they follow. So what happens is it only creates confusion. So don't become a bee-like disciple. That means stick to parampara. Hear from bona fide people. Because hearing purifies us. It purifies us. When we hear, Shanvatam Swakatah Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtanaha Hridayantasto Yavadrani Vidunoti Sudutsatam. When you hear Krishna Katha, it should purify you. What is Krishna Katha? What is hearing? Hearing means purification. Hearing means attachment to Krishna. So when you hear, you develop that attachment. When you hear, then all your material desires, they go up. That is hearing. And hearing also means following. When you hear something, you should follow. Right? If I tell one of you, get up, go out of this room. And then you are not going. And I say, did you hear? Go out. He said, yes, I heard. Hearing means you should follow. That is real hearing. So don't become a bee-like disciple who are going everywhere, hearing from everywhere, creating confusion, and ultimately you will be losing the chance to go back home, back to God. Very important. So that is why stick to one place, stick to one parampara. Chastity to parampara, like a wife. When a chaste wife is there, her complete surrender is to her husband. She respects all others. But for her, her husband is the most important personality in this world. Similarly, we should have chastity to parampara. We respect all others, but at the same time, our surrender, our mood of service is only for the Supreme Personality Godhead in parampara. Right? So that's the one thing. Remember, don't become a bee-like disciple. Second is arrow. What happens when the arrow is shot? It gives pain in the heart. So second kind of low disciple is who's like an arrow, who gives pain to the Guru. That is second kind of disciple. So we see that, we follow certain process, we follow certain path, but then due to our actions, we give pain to the spiritual master. So don't become like an arrow. You should become arrow of Guru, not arrow for Guru. There's a difference. When you become arrow for Guru, it gives pain to Guru, right? We fight amongst each other. What happens? The disciples fight and the pain is for the spiritual master. The disciple do not follow the regulative principles, pain is for the Guru. The disciple do not sincerely try to achieve Krishna, the pain is for the Guru. So don't become an arrow for Guru. Become an arrow of Guru. Arrow of Guru means take that knowledge and go like arrow and enter the heart of others and purify. That is a service to Guru. So, very important thing. When do we become arrow for Guru? When we are not following principles. When we are not chanting our rounds. When we are not preaching the message in whatever way we can. Not necessarily you need to have a Vyasasana and so many people hearing. It's wherever you are. Even to one person you can pass on this message. When we are not developing attachment to Krishna, we are actually arrows for Guru. So don't give pain. Don't become an arrow for Guru, but become an arrow of Guru. Take the knowledge from Guru. Take instructions from Guru. Go out in the world and give it to others. Or at least Become, even if you're not able to give to others, no problem. That arrow should pierce your material life. What is an arrow? When arrow comes, it kills someone. So Guru's arrow is that will kill our material life. That should be our goal. So that is the purpose. So become an arrow of Guru, not arrow for Guru. So that's the second kind of person or bad disciple, which we should not become. Will you all remember this, or it is just, it's going?
Practical example.
याद रहेगा? अच्छा, कितना बोल रहा है मेरे को बताइए पीछे से, कौन कौन सा है? हाँ जी, नीचे देखना पड़ रहा है। हाँ, तीर, हाँ, very nice. The third kind of bad disciple is astrologer. Astrologer जानते हैं? ज्योतिषी. So I'm not meaning that those who are followers of astrology. Astrologer disciple means when the Guru gives some instruction, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that, he waits for the favorable condition. Like in astrology, Muhurat theek rahi hai abhi. Guru tells you to do something and you feel right now there's no good Muhurat. Or you wait for the facilities. Okay, Guru has told me to preach. I don't have a vehicle. How can I preach? I don't have people. How can I preach? I don't have laptop. How can I preach? You wait for the facilities. Prabhupada, did he wait for the facilities? When he went to West, what facilities he had? So when I was hearing this at the manor, I was really impressed the way it was explained, these 6 things. So, don't wait for the facilities. Don't think that I will have this thing and that thing and then I will do follow order. Right? If Guru says, bring me a glass of water, what will you do? The astrologer person will think that let the water be purified. Let me keep it for some time and then it will be very nice. And then all the mud will settle down and then maybe I'll boil it and then keep it for cooling. Until that time, this Guru will die of thirst. Or favorable conditions. So don't wait for favorable conditions. Guru is asking you to chant 16 rounds. And I'll say from Janmashtami I will start. Right? There are people now who say like that. Prabhuji Janmashtami se 16 mala shuru karna. Guru ne kaha aaj to aaj hi shuru karna. Kyun so Janmashtami tak? Many people are there like that. I'm going to do it, but from Ram Navami. Yes, Pakka will start this. Don't be an astrologer. Don't wait for the Muhurat. Krishna consciousness chanting is so powerful that it can purify everything. When Bali Maharaj, he was performing yagya, and Vamandev came and all the yagya was destroyed, completely finished. After that, Lord told Shukracharya, Vamandev said, I'm sorry, I have completely destroyed your yagya sacrifice you were doing. And the Shukracharya says, my dear Lord, just by chanting your name, whatever deficiency is there in the yagya, that gets completed. And you are standing right now here, how can yagya be destroyed? This is the perfection. Yagya has become successful because you have come. So just by chanting the name of Krishna, if all the deficiencies in any of our activity can be removed, then you just imagine why we should wait for Muhurat. Right? Astrology. We wait for a lot, right? Yeah, you can wait for Muhurat of marriage because there you're going to have trouble. So that's okay. Do it on a good Muhurat. Right? People take many places Muhurat are given, especially marriage and where else? Housewarming. Yeah. I remember one time we were a devotee had built a house, and when he completed, then now he wanted devotees to come. He wanted especially Bhakti-Rasamrita Maharaj to come for opening. And Maharaj was leaving after a few days. So he had only 7-8 days. And those 7-8 days were Pitra Paksha. So generally in Pitra Paksha, you don't do any good work, right? So then this devotee discussed with me what to do, Prabhuji. Maharaj is leaving, I want Maharaj to come, but then, it's Pitra Paksha. So what can be done? It was Pitra Paksha, or I think some other, anyway, but that I think Pitra Paksha. So then I asked Maharaj what to do. Maharaj said, do the opening, no problem. So I told him, I was saying we're doing Pitra Paksha. He was there. How can we do opening in Pitra Paksha? This is not considered good time. We have to do it afterwards. But then Maharaj said, you want to do it now only, no problem. For devotees, it doesn't matter. And he did it. So finally he did it, he accepted, and we did. I remember we did that. And abhi tak to ghar hai unka, kuch hua nahi. Kai saal ho gaye, it's been so many years. So, we are so engrossed in all these things. Muhurat dekh kar karna. Shaadi muhurat dekh kar karte kya hota hai, batao mujhe. Koi sukhi rehta hai koi? Anyone is happy? Any of you are happy in your marriage life? My God, not even one. And all of you did at Muhurat, right? They write it on the card, 12-14 is the Muhurat. And that time only they wait, okay, mala dala, nahi dala. 12-14. Kya hua Muhurat? Nothing, right? So best Muhurat is chant the holy name, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
So we should not bother about Muhurat and all of this. Chanting is the best, purifies everything, right? So don't be like a disciple, don't be an arrow, don't be an astrologer also, right? By the way, astrology we go a lot, right? Many devotees also, they want to just see what is happening. There is little problem, they start running. Let me see, what is the solution? The solution is in your hand, chant the holy name. That's all, have that faith. You don't have faith, Krishna can do everything. Chant the holy name, take his shelter. Why run to the astrologer? What will astrologer do? Oh, very bad time has come. You will say, yes, you are right. When astrologer you go, they tell you 2-3 things which are actually general, and we feel, how does he know? Because if you've gone to astrologer, that means your bad time has come. That is why you've gone, right? So the first thing astrologer will tell you, your bad time is come. Wow, he's a perfect one. How does he know? He knows, Baba, that's why you come to him. So he just, a lot of things we do. We go to astrologers, we do this, that puja, this puja. Simple thing, take the mala, chant the holy name, and leave it on Krishna. Let him do whatever he wants. That faith we should have. Avashya Rakshive Krishna Vishwasupala. Have that faith that Krishna will protect. And at the same time, when we talk of astrologer like devotee, disciple, it doesn't mean one who runs to astrologer. Means one who waits for the facilities, for the environment, for the situation to be proper to follow the orders. No, you've been given the order, just follow the order of God. That is the best situation. You don't have to wait for any other situation. Okay, let me get this, let me get that, then I will do it, then I will do it. No, just do it. Finish. And by following the orders, you will progress. So that's the third kind of bad disciple. The fourth kind of bad disciple is a lazy person. Krishna tells Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita, Vigata Jwaraha, fight without lethargy, or without laziness. So we need not be a lazy person. Like, something is being told and say, okay, we'll see, we'll do. Guru wants something, we'll see, we'll do. That kind of disciple. Disciple should be, before even Guru says, he should know the heart of Guru. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale. Why Rupa Goswami is glorified? Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam. Before even Mahaprabhu says, he knew what Mahaprabhu wants. That's the first class disciple. The second class disciple is one who does as soon as Guru says, do this, he does it immediately. Third class disciple is when Guru says, and then he takes some time and then does it. And fourth class is Guru says, he doesn't do it. So of course, even if you cannot be a first class disciple where you can know the heart of your Guru, what he wants, and you do it, of course you should strive to be like that. Not that Guru has to come and tell you every time, do this, do that. Should be a good disciple. Just do it. You know the heart of Guru, what he wants. At least be a second level where as soon as Guru says something, you should follow. That's on the second level. So don't wait. Don't be a lazy person. Bhakti is not for lazy people. Right? Sometimes it is blamed. Those who give up their life for Krishna, they are blamed that you have become lazy. You don't want to do anything. That is why you are becoming brahmachari and sannyasis. You can tell them and come and stay with brahmachari and sannyasi for 2-3 days. You will realize what is their life. One boy came to me, I always quote this. One boy came to me, I was in Belgaum, and boy came to me. Somebody called me. There is one person, one boy, he wants to join ashram. I said, okay, please send him. And he came and he said, I said, what do you do? And he said, very cool, no interest in material work. I said, Acha? I said, yeah. I said, but do you wish to get married? No interest in material work. Do you want to do work? And nothing, I don't want to do. Just I want to surrender my life. He kept on saying that. I said, you keep coming to the temple and be in touch with devotees, then we'll see. But he said, no, I want today. I just want to join. I was very happy. Wow, where do you get such person? So then I said, okay, let me tell you what we do. So then I told him, every day morning we get up at 3:30. So he looked at me. You get up at 3:30 every day? He walked up. He got up and walked out. I said, I cannot become that. This person who surrendered and I want to join today. So those who think that spiritual life is for escapists, tell them to come and stay in ashram for some time. They'll realize what is the life of a sannyasi or a life of a brahmachari. So don't be lazy. Bhakti is not for those who are lazy, because the material world is for the lazy people. They are lazy for self-realization. Ya nisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagrati sanyami. This verse in Bhagavad Gita which says that what is night for the people outside, for a self-realized soul, that is the awakening, or that is day. He is awakened. So when I read first time, I was trying to relate what is the meaning. And I was in Mumbai. So I related it, okay. It means that when we are chanting in the Mangala Aarti, people have completed their dancing in disco and they go back to home. So maybe that's what Krishna is saying. But I was thinking, how does Krishna know that people throughout the night they keep dancing in the disco? So that is not the meaning. Meaning is that people are sleeping to self-realization. People are lazy for self-realization. So don't be a lazy person in bhakti. Others are all lazy. They don't want to chant the holy name. They don't want to serve Krishna. They want to do so many things, but they don't want to come to God. So don't be a lazy person. And bhakti is not for lazy people. Okay, we are already at 11:20. I was told to stop at 11:20. 2 more are remaining. What should I do? Should I next program?
We can complete this.
Or I can complete next program?
You'll not be there.
Or should I complete in next program? It's okay. We have program just after 15-20 minutes, half an hour. 2 more. What time we have the program there next?
We'll reach by 11.
Okay, so I'll complete it quickly. Okay, how many have spoken till now?
Four.
Who will tell me from the children? Yes. Very nice. Children are not lazy, so very nice.
Very good.
The fifth one is who thinks, fifth kind of disciple, he thinks that why me? Why only me? When the service is given, he looks around and sees he is not doing. Why should I do? That's a fifth kind of disciple. Why me? Right? Have you found any person like that in your life? No. I think here, Kanaidesh, everyone is not like that. They are all very good. But other places it happens. People look at others. Oh, you told me, why should I do it? See there, he is not doing this. You are telling me to do that. Why should I do? That's not. Your business should not be that what others are doing. Your business should be what you have been told you to do. Obedience is the life of a disciple. Please understand. If there is no obedience, what kind of disciple are you? So obedience should be there. So don't worry who's doing, who's not doing. Don't compare. We compare a lot. He is getting that facility, I'm not getting that facility. Atul Prabhuji is sitting on Vyasasana, I'm sitting down. That's not very correct. No comparison. Everyone is doing and everyone in Krishna's service is for the Lord. Everyone is equal. Please understand. Whatever service you are doing, like in Ramayana, Hanumanji was throwing big rocks for making the bridge. And there was a squirrel, Gilahari choti si, वो भी सोच रही थी कुछ करना है. And she went and वो जाकर रेत में ऐसे लौटने लग गई तो उसके बालों में रेत के कण लग गए. Small, particles of sand, the hair. And she ran with that particle. भाग कर गई है और पानी में जाकर वो, she is putting that sand particle. क्या होने वाला है उससे? समुद्र पर, on the ocean you are building a bridge, and then just small sand particle. What will it do? So Hanumanji was not happy. Hanumanji said, "Hey, get side. I'm doing such big work." But Lord Ram, he said, "You both are equal for me." Because Hanumanji is giving his 100% and Squirrel is giving her 100%. So that is what we should do. We may not be like Hanuman. Prabhupada is like Hanuman, who has put, we are all, ISKCON is making a bridge from here to spiritual world. Like Lord Ram made from India to Lanka. Now we are making from here to spiritual world. And Prabhupada is like Hanuman, who has already put lot big, rocks, huge mountains, I should say, he has already put to make the bridge. So we should not think that, okay, why me? Let others do it. No, let me also put sand particle. I may not be like Hanuman, I may not be like Prabhupada, I may not be like all other great devotees. Let me be a small, insignificant disciple. So that is, be like a squirrel, even if you cannot be like Hanuman. If you can be like Hanuman, don't say that I will not be. Give your 100%. So, but don't compare. This is the problem in us. That's the fifth one. And the last one is called Prekshita. Prekshita means one who's a preacher disciple. Now you'll say we are all preachers. I say we should be preachers. Preacher disciple means he does not follow himself, but he tells others, you're supposed to do this, okay? You're supposed to do that. You're not doing it. That's called preacher disciple. So we go on telling others that you do this, you do this, you do that, but we do not follow. What is the use? So we should be, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, first you should follow, then you prachar. You are not doing, like he said, Bharat Bhumi te janma haile jar, janma sarthak kari kar parupta. First you follow, then tell others. But then we have preacher disciples who will just tell others, you should do this, you should do that, you should do this, you should do that, and they don't follow. So these are 6 kinds of bad disciples. At least do not become that. That is not the purpose of Vedas. Like Prabhupada is mentioning about. In the end, Prabhupada says, therefore the conditioned soul must try to follow the process of yajna by becoming Krishna conscious. Even those who have not followed the Vedic injunction may adopt the principles of Krishna consciousness, and that will then take the place of performance of Vedic yajna. So Vedic yajna is to become a good disciple, to become and to follow the process seriously and prepare yourself for going back home, back to God. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Do we have time for questions? Or should we leave? Any questions or comments? Yes, this one. What time we have given in the, for the second class?
Second class, 11:30. 11:30.
So can you ask some?
11:30. So 7 class. What time given in the? 11:30. I'll ask you to start.
Sure. You can shoot this out and start. Okay. Okay. So that. Okay. Any questions or comments? Koisha. How do you find a bona fide guru? You can go in the market, look for it, like you go and buy potatoes and vegetables and just look, okay, this looks nice, no, this looks nice. Yeah, the bona fide guru is not available in the market, and he is not a commodity to be purchased. Bona fide guru means one who comes in parampara. So first of all, if you want to find a bona fide guru, you should see that a person who should be in parampara. Without parampara, he may be a very nice devotee, very nice bhakta or whatever, but then it is not acceptable. Second is, his senses should be under control. Vacho vegam, manasa krodha vegam. So everything, he should be sense controlled, self-controlled. And he should know the essence of scriptures. And he should be able to inspire us in doing that. So these are some of the symptoms where we can find. And if you're not getting it anywhere, come to ISKCON, you will get all this. Okay, any other question? I think we are getting late, right? Should we start? Yes. Okay, thank you very much. Very, very grateful. बहुत प्रसन्नता हुई आप सबको सेवा करके, लेकिन समय कम है, भी दूसरी जगह जाना है. नीचे लगी.
Prabhuji there for the holidays. We have a series of classes from today, tomorrow. So we can all take advantage of this event association and we can hear more and more. So let us all happily express our gratitude for Prabhuji, his valuable time for us, and let me inspire us in Krishna consciousness. Let us all chant Hare Krishna Mantra.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
All the programs will be circulated in the WhatsApp group, so accordingly you can all please attend the program. For preachers tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock, there is a special program arranged in Manga Passion. So whoever is involved in preaching activities, you are welcome them to attend this program. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So today we have 3 programs. After this, we have programs in the Hall. But after that, we have program in the Pastor Hall.